Hi everyone, welcome to DevFest OnAir. I'm Stephanie Wong.
And I'm Mark Merchandani. We're developer advocates at Google, and we'll be your hosts as you take a global journey for DevFest OnAir. You'll hear from Google developers from all over the world.
Wait, no. DevFests are community-led developer events hosted by GDG chapters around the globe.
So what is a GDG?
They're local groups of developers interested in Google products and APIs. Each GDG group can host a variety of technical activities from developers, from just a few people getting together to watch the latest Google developer videos, to large gatherings with demos, tech talks, or hackathons.
Oh, right. How could I forget about the coolest part of DevFest? It's completely community-driven.
Because, Mark, you always forget things. Like, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Okay, fine. Let me prove otherwise by telling you everything I know about DevFest. It's focused on community building and learning about Google's technologies. Each DevFest is inspired by and uniquely tailored to the needs of the developer community and the region that hosts it.
That is right. This unique online event is featuring sessions from DevFest events all over the globe. With over 500 communities and DevFest events happening all over the world, DevFest OnAir brings this global experience online for the first time.
So what you're saying is, if teleportation isn't a thing yet, and I couldn't make it to DevFest, I could still experience this today?
Teleportation isn't a thing yet, but in the meantime, while I work on engineering teleportation in my garage, you all get to see exclusive content from Google right here. You can switch between 3 different separate tracks: cloud, mobile, and voice. Sessions cover multiple products like Android, Firebase, Google Cloud Platform, Google Assistant, Flutter, machine learning with TensorFlow, and mobile web. And anyone can join no matter where you are. We're hosting 3 different broadcasts from around the world, all around the clock, so there's a convenient time for you to join no matter where you are at home or at work.
And in just a moment, our live Q&A will open so you can join the conversation and get answers to your questions.
Great. So my first question is, how do I submit a question?
That's a great question. Let's take a moment to explore the platform.
All right, so by clicking the Agenda tab at the top of the page, you can view the full schedule by region. If you want to navigate to a different region's schedule, just click on Different Region at the top of the page or the region drop-down at the header. The Agenda tab will display the full schedule, complete details for all 39 sessions in all 3 tracks, including abstracts, start times, and speaker details so you can plan your day. You can then choose between each track. After selecting your track, you can click the Watch Live link to jump into the current session.
I see. So back to how to ask a question. Under each video playing, you should see a question button. Enter your questions here at any time during the event, and we'll do our very best to answer them. And here's the coolest thing. Anyone in the community can reply to your questions as well, answer them, or like them. Feel free to jump into the conversation and even answer other people's questions. And bonus, use the hashtag DevFest18 to join the conversation on your favorite social platform. That's all you need to get the most out of the DevFest OnAir platform. Now, let's roll into the first session.
Wait, Mark, you're forgetting again. We still have 2 awesome surprises in store. Be sure to keep watching because there will be a special interactive scavenger hunt with exclusive content right here on the platform. If you stay until the end, there's a good chance you can win something special, but you didn't hear from me, it's a secret. Okay, so now on to surprise number 2. I have word from our producers that someone has just arrived from DevFest and is right here in the studio. Yes, our very own developer advocate for Cloud Native, Sandeep Dinesh, is here to give us an insider scoop on DevFest before we jump into our first session. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm glad to be here.
So first question that I love asking is, what's something viewers would never guess about you?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Let's see. So I was in a progressive rock band in high school, and now I DJ EDM, and I also play classical piano, but very poorly.
Okay.
So I like music.
Awesome. So we can expect you to be at DevFest 19 after show party?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So back to DevFest. Tell us what you do at Google and how this all ties into DevFest.
Yeah, so at Google, I'm a developer advocate for Google Cloud. And so these days I kind of focus mostly on Kubernetes and cloud native technologies, Istio, OpenCensus, things like that. And so way back when I started at Google, I heard about these GDG meetups. So I started going to them and speaking at a lot of my local meetups. And then I heard about this DevFest thing, and I'm like, wow, that sounds really cool. So I went to my first DevFest just as an attendee, and it was really cool. And so I said, I want to go speak. So I started speaking at a ton of DevFest, and it's been great.
Awesome, wow. So you got involved early on, even when you were just watching.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. So about DevFest, why is it special to you, and what's your favorite thing about it?
So I think DevFests are really different from your typical corporate conference. Well, one thing is, it's all community-led, right? So from the attendees to the organizers to the speakers, they're all usually local to the area. And you just see a lot of folks who wouldn't traditionally go to these like corporate events that cost thousands of dollars. Instead, you see a lot of people who, it's their first conference that they've gone to, first tech conference, things like that. And then everyone at DevFest is just so happy to help you out, right? Speakers, attendees, organizers, whoever, you ask them the question, doesn't matter if you're just starting on your tech journey or you're like a 20-year veteran, people are just super happy to help. And speaking of the organizers, they just go out of their way to like make the experience just the best. And it's the best for that region, right? So every region is a little bit different, and they just tune it perfectly for
Yeah, I think that's what I love so much about it, is that it's just the community aspect of it brings people together. So I heard that you did a session yourself. What type of session did you deliver and speak on?
Yeah, so over like the last 3 years I've been at Google, I think I've spoken at over 10 DevFests.
Wow.
And I've given talks on like Firebase and Kubernetes, recently things like Istio. I've even done a few workshops, but my favorite thing I think I did at DevFest was something called Cloud Spin, where we took 10 Android phones, put them in a semicircle, and then we like jump in the air and you do bullet time. So it like freezes time and it like spins you around and uses Google Cloud and Firebase and Android and this crazy thing. So I took this like thing on airplanes to DevFests all around the country. And TSA always gave me the weirdest look every time, but it was worth it.
Yeah, that sounds super fun. Did you build that yourself and you presented it?
Yeah, so our team built it. I didn't build it myself. I built the smaller version in California, but it was like a huge effort, and we ran it for like 2 years. It was great, yeah.
Really impressive. So we talked about the community aspect. What's one of your favorite sessions from the community that you attended?
Yeah, so I think the coolest part is there's not just Google speakers, right? There's people who are like in the community. Unfortunately, as a speaker, I don't get to go to like a lot of sessions because I'm preparing for mine. But I saw some really cool ones. When I was in DevFest Ukraine a few weeks ago, I saw one on WebAssembly, and then one on like running code at the edge, like serverless code at the edge. That was really cool. And then really recently, like a weekend ago, I was speaking at DevFest Fresno, or the Valley DevFest in California, and there's a really cool machine learning talk, like an intro to machine learning. And it was just like, you can do it. You don't have to know like a PhD level of math. It's just super simple, like just getting started. And I was like, wow, I can actually do this. And anyone can do it. That was really like mind-opening for me.
Yeah, I think that's a common theme for the sessions that are going to be shown today on air. So that seems like one that people should definitely check out. One other question is, what can viewers expect from the DevFest OnAir experience?
Yeah, so I think this is pretty unique. The fact that we're streaming these videos from all over the world in like one place.
Yeah.
The fact that you can like switch between the tracks at any time, that you can like jump into the online conversation. That's actually like an advantage over to actually going to the physical DevFest, right? So that's pretty cool. I would take advantage of that online content as much as possible.
Yeah, very, very special experience today for DevFest OnAir for everyone who couldn't make it in person. If viewers are interested in learning more about the topics talked about in each of the sessions, what have you seen as the best way to follow up on content, like trying out labs on their own or deploying similar projects for their own use cases?
Yeah, so I would say, a lot of sessions are on YouTube. So if you missed something, just go back, watch it, rewind, watch it again. All of our code labs are on codelabs.developers.google.com. Pretty simple, just search Google Code Labs on your favorite search engine, you'll find it. And, ask questions either on Twitter or other social networks or on our questions section. People are out there ready to help you. I hope you're ready to help others too if you have expertise. It's a community, we're all working together, so yeah, go out there.
Yeah, really encourage everyone to get involved and participate in the conversation. Thank you so much for coming onto the free show today and sharing your experience. Now we are ready for our first session, and we will see you all here back in a bit.